Hello, I'm back. My name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business in Mansfield called The Flower Patch. I hope you've had a nice day. It's raining again here today. Nothing new at the moment. This will be the third week of rain. So it's not one of those days really where you can go out unless that doesn't bother you. Anyway, today I thought we'd do a little hat box as perhaps another gift for somebody, perhaps for a Mother's Day gift, a Valentine's Day gift, birthday, or just as a gift for a loved one. I've chosen just a small black hat box. It came in 3 different sizes together, all with the lids and all with a lining of plastic. So when I do a hat box, I tend to join the seams at the back. As you can see, the line of this strip with the same line of the strip on there, and just line it up. I'm not going to put any moss in this today. We're just going to be inserting it straight into the oasis, which I've already put in to fill it up in just several different places, 3 small pieces. We're going to do it in pinks and whites. I'm not sure again if I'm going to use it all. This was just a last minute decision to do this. So I'm working from just what I know really, my experience. So first of all, we're going to put in the greenery. And today I've got some rosemary, which is lovely. I've got my fern to just put in as an extra texture and an airy feeling. I do have these palms as well. What I'm thinking, just putting 3 in. Again, I have this grass with slight little bit of pink fern. I don't know if you can see it, with some little like seeds or at the top of the grass. And then I also have some eucalyptus. I've cut all these down, majority of them already, so the preparation time wouldn't let the video get hot, longer. I've also got my calla lilies, which have got also a tint of purple going into a light pink. I've got some peonies, nice pink peonies. Got about 3 of those, and about 3 roses, and some carnations. I've also picked out the Charisi pink coloured wildflower again and cut some more down. I do have quite a bit of this. And last of all, I have some of our miniature rose sprays, or spray roses should I say. So right, let's get started and put in our fern to start with. Not our fern, sorry, our palm. And I want it as a triangle shape, there and then there. So then that balances it all out. If you don't want any on any of these and they're too near the bottom of the stem, you can just grab hold of them and just pull them off, so you can make your stem longer, which I'm going to do because it's not a very long stem. And then we'll go here. You will be able to see some of the glue inside the hat box. Sometimes that's just a sign to say that I put a bit too much on the stem, so I just wipe it off and put it back in the glue pan. Right, one more. So there you have your triangle. And I tend to do the triangle because it balances it all out and you can work in between. I've just caught a bit of glue on there. Then we're going to add in our rosemary. This also will give it a nice bit of texture as well. And we're going to just go slightly more inwards, because we do want some of it to be sticking out up, as you know, in the centre as well, coming up right. And then one more piece in that other space. Just slide it in at an angle. And that's how it looks now on the inside. Plenty of space. I'm going to now put in our eucalyptus. Now, I've got a big piece here, so if I put it and sink it in quite far, that's probably the height of where I want this hat box display to go. I don't want it any higher. It's only a small one, and we just don't want it too far high because it may look silly. But what I'm going to do is, because I've just seen there's a leaf missing off of there, I'm going to take the other one off and just slightly cut the stem. And this will give you like a centerpiece to work around. In fact, I may put two in here. Just bend it into a position that you like. It's not too high. If you feel like you want to just slightly curve it over. And then I have another piece that I'll join in with that. I'll just take the leaves off. Just like that. So I've pushed them quite far down because, like I say, I don't want to go any higher than that. I am going to put one in the centre, one of my flowers as well, because that will go as the focal point on the top. So I'm going to cut this down and sit this one in as well, so that I can work around it. Place that with the eucalyptus. Just fluff your flower up, and you've got that now in your centre. Isn't that a pretty colour, this pink? So now I've just put that in, I'll put the other two in, which are going to be shorter, and I'm going to put like one here and then one here. So we'll put that in at an angle, so it's going down just and touching that. I'll get the other one. Do the same with that one. Go in at an angle and put it lower than the one at the top. So now we can work around where we're going to fill in with our other foliage and our other flowers. So let's get some more foliage in, and I think we're going to start putting our ferns in. And you'll soon find out that you won't be able to see the oasis, and then you'll be starting to struggle on where to put things. But I always say the fuller the better. It's just my style. And another piece. I will be putting things underneath here as well. I'm not just going to be leaving it, things just coming up and then over with nothing under here. I think these smaller roses, you know, would look lovely there as well. Excuse me. Oh, I can't believe it's raining again. And just manipulate your leaves in a position where you'd like them to bend over and add more of a natural look. Onto another one. Do I want to? One here. I'm going to put the odd rosemary sitting in here as well. I probably won't use all this because I did cut down quite a lot of it. Is anybody doing anything good tonight? I should probably be researching things. I always am on YouTube. My husband thinks I'm YouTube crazy. But you can get some brilliant ideas off YouTube. A lot of things on YouTube can inspire people. So I'm all for it. See, isn't that looking pretty already? And as you can see that the oasis is starting to disappear, so you won't have any problems at all once you've got everything in. The shape of the arrangement that I am trying to do is obviously a circle, a dome where it goes over. Right, let's add some of this pink wispy grass and fern mixture. This is, oh, I just really love this. I've got this in a deep colour, red as well, and it's beautiful. You can get it anywhere. I've seen a lot of places that sell it. And we're going to just have these hanging over as well. I'm going to only put 3 in, one there, and one here, the triangle shape as well, again. Even though I did cut 5 down. But I think 5 may be too much because you've got quite a lot of wispiness in it already. But you never know, we could end up putting some here as well. The last 2. Move, if you think they've moved out of position, move your things back into place and just basically keep fluffing everything up. And if you do see, like I've just keep seeing odd bits of glue strings, just pull them off. I think I'm going to put a couple more bits of this eucalyptus because those two bits just don't look right by themselves. So I'm going to put some more around here and on here. I'm putting smaller pieces in because I'm doing that for the to have add a bit of depth. Just so it fills it's in there and it's like a filler, acting as a filler as well. Look at that smaller bit. And then we'll do that around here. I should have really put this on my turntable for you. And then one here. So then now we know we've got all this, what we need for his eucalyptus. Like I say again, just buff it up. Bend things over if you want them to have a different shape to them. So like I say, we will be putting things under the bottom here. It won't be staying like that. I do have these pom-poms as well that I think it was a I couldn't make my mind up between these, but I think these would suit it better, the Queen Anne's lace, than having these pom-poms sticking out. So I've kept them to the side. I've also got this as well, Dusty Miller, but it's in a corally pink colour, which is beautiful. And I've even been in Dunelm and noticed that they sell it in there as well. So, and Tesco. So if you want any, go and have a look and see if they've got it. Excuse me. Right, I'm going to be putting in, I'm not putting no more foliage in at the moment. I'm going to start adding a bit of colour. I'm going to be putting in the little wildflower. I've cut some of them down really short so they can sit at the bottom. And I've just put it in there, just so a little bit of colour, because I've also again created a boundary around here, like, you know, I tend to do with all my work. And on this boundary, you know, I tend to make sure that that's like a, you know, I can't go out of that now. So little flowers like this, if they're poking through, I don't let them go further than the boundary. I keep them just inside. I don't want that leaf on the bottom of here. It's in the way of the stem because the stem's too short. So I'll cut that again. Just turn it around slightly. And just place it. And then bend it over. And just keep turning it like that. And putting just your little bits in. That one's slightly too short. And then that starts filling up around the bottom. And we'll put another one here. Again, just push it in, bend it over and let it hang freely. They are quite pretty little things. And then just move this and put it in between the fern and the palm, just to break those up. I think I want one more here. Oh yeah, found one. And that goes there. Save those leaves. I do, like I say, have my carnations as well. I will be putting them in after I've finished filling in at the bottom. So what I'm going to do with these small roses is also put them in between these little wildflowers. They'll probably be slightly further up, you know, so they're not actually right at the bottom. So I'll cut that slightly down a bit. You can see I'll just move my things out of the way and spread them about. So they're sat out, a couple of those, as you can see, is further in. So there's your depth again, but with your flowers. So we'll move it around again. If you can see. And we'll place it here. And that's inside there as well. Aren't they pretty colours? So I think I want one more here. In fact, I might just do an even count on these and put 4 in. Yes, I think I'm going to put one more in just down here. So then I've finished doing all the depth. And we'll just start flipping all this back up. Right, there's the depth. As you can see that these flowers are now acting as your depth of your display. So now we're going to put slightly longer ones on where they're going to be coming just under, about ½ an inch to an inch under that flower. So you're stepping it down. And I've fluffed these up already. Finally. See, that's just slightly coming down now as it looks like it's cascading. And this is how you fluff them up if you've not seen me do them. Because they come like this. So just do this for, you know, get them out and then hold them quite tight. Let go, and you have a fuller flower, more of a realistic one. So I'm going to put this one now here, also slightly lower. If I feel that these, which I do, I'm starting to feel that these are too long, I will cut them, because I am starting to think you can't see the, in fact, if I bend them over instead. That's better, I think. Right, let's get some more in. as you can see there. One more I'm going to put in. And that will be here. As you can see now, it's very much filling up, and there's your dome shape coming back down. So I've got some more flowers what I want to come down here, and also so there may be 1, 3 or 4 layers of flowers coming down. So I want to start and put these roses in, which I think are beautiful. They've got their own little like seed head with them. And we're going to now put these, oops, I've just got it on my hand, a bit further down at the bottom, but slightly bent over. Just push that in a bit more, because you see, as I said, it's getting a bit fuller. I think I'm going to pull it out and cut this stem a bit shorter. That's the best thing about artificial. You can keep pulling them out and cutting them and re-gluing them and putting them back in. That's better. As you can see, I've just placed that rose just there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, they're all in line, and that's what I'm going to do around here. Three there. Push it slightly. Is anybody doing anything fabulous today? Especially tonight. I'm just looking forward to sitting in my pyjamas and having a PJs evening, resting. I make it sound like I'm really old. Right, I'm going to be taking this off because it is really irritating me. So I'm going to look for the next piece where it ends and snip it off and take it out. That's better. And do the same with this one. I still feel that we need, if you can see, little bits here, here, perhaps a few bits around underneath these roses, peonies. So we've got our Queen Anne's lace. We've got 3 of the calla lilies. In fact, the calla lilies, I've just had a good look at going in. They look better at that position, hanging underneath. So we'll put those in. You can get some beautiful looking calla lilies. Don't that look lovely? It's a foam touch, but the colour or anything never, you know, fades or anything. I've had them many a times. Put one, I think, here. Let me just, and then here. So I'm trying to, because I've only got 3 to work in the triangle position again, or placement, should I say. In fact, I'll put that under there. Let me take the old glue off. And I'll put it above. I feel that I need a few more bits of fern or something coming from in here. Just looks a bit uneven for my liking. And one here. Maybe the queen, by putting the Queen Anne's lace in as well, because that's got its own foliage. Or I could add some more bits of fern. I think, yes, I think I'm going to add the fern in to make it stick out a little bit. I can't carry on and do the bottom bit knowing that the top bit's not looking good. It's playing on my mind. And put one on here. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet. It's just when I'm concentrating, I tend to be quiet. I hate to think what my husband says about that. He'd probably want me to concentrate even more. Just check it to see what the Queen Anne's lace would look like there. I think it'd look quite nice. because I don't think the pom-poms, I've cut these down to individual sizes because I didn't know whether I wanted some in the centre or lower down. No, I think that takes it off. That starts making it look a bit like a party theme. And we're doing it for a loved one, so we won't have those. And I don't know if I can put, and I'm not going to put those in either. So we will put the Queen Anne's lace in. And we're going to be dotting her around in the gaps, what you can see here, to add a bit more of the colour and also texture. Just open her out slightly, you know, fluff her up. If you want, slightly bend the head. And she fits in there beautiful. So we're going to do a few more of those around. where I can see there's a few gaps. Let me put one more in, I think, here where I can see a gap too. Just get rid of my rubbish, everybody. So that's what I've done. I'm just going to check it to see if we can put something underneath again at the bottom. That's what it looks like on the top. So while you're looking at it from the top, I'll check it out from underneath. I think we could put the odd bit just there and there and there. So we're going to get another few more of these to add a bit more of a flower in with these grasses where they sat on their own and there's nothing underneath. So we'll get the wildflower again. One. Save those leaves. Right, where are we? Yeah, as you can see, you need something under there because it's just bland. There's no colour, and so we need to just get it. And don't go any further out than what that leaf is. Keep it within your boundary. So we'll take this leaf off at the end again. And I'll just I'm just having a look so I can. Just a bit more. Can't seem to get it. Now I've placed it in to sit in a proper position. That's better. So yeah, so we've got that there and it's coming out from underneath there. We're going to do that and put one here because there's a gap here. Always check before you're finished if you're happy with what you've done. And if you're not and you can see small little gaps, go back to them and fill them in until you are 100% pleased with your item. And I think we need one here as well. Lift that up. Yeah, that's that one there as well, kept within the boundary. I'm just turning. I think we need one here at the bottom. Let me fact, let me just take these, both of these off to give us a bit longer stem. So under the rose, and then just slightly tilt it over. Just having another look. Here, there's got to be one there, so I've got one left, and we'll put that in there. So let me lift it up. Bend it down. I can see a few glue strings. So let me just have a quick look, everybody, around. Just move that slightly. I think I need something here, greenery. So let me put one of my ferns in. Look, with it hanging down like. To fill that space, that blank space under there. And there's another one here. So always check, like, for your, don't always put flowers at the bottom, you know, because it may need the greenery there instead of the flowers. Perhaps because you know, sometimes it looks like you've missed it. I don't know, something's amiss around here. So let me get one of these, a different texture. Now when you're filling in, it doesn't matter what you put there. You haven't got to go in a sequence or anything. You know, especially when you're filling in gaps. That one's small. Let me stick it in again. Get the old glue off. This is just again adding another texture from what you've got down, you know, underneath. It gives it something different, draws your eye to not, you know, just focusing on one thing. Checking. Now, it's underneath this calla lily that's bothering me. So, if I just put something smaller, yes, I'm going to put this rosemary in with it just being a slightly smaller one. Just sit that underneath the calla lily. There, that's better. Right, well that's the shape of it, everybody. With it all, you know, all your flowers, and you can't see the oasis, so that's why the reason I've not put moss in this one. It's all very colourful, and it makes a lovely Mother's Day present, or a birthday gift, or for your grandma's birthday, or just for a gift for a loved one. You know, they're very nice. You can do them in any colours. You haven't got to just do it in pink. Have a go. If you want to do it in a red one, do it in red. Send me your photographs of one, and I'd love to have a look. So there you go for today's other little lesson. And if you need anything answering, let me know. So please share and subscribe, you know, and hopefully follow me and like my page as well. Well, I hope you have a fantastic day, even though it's raining again here anyway. And we'll see you again soon. Well, take care everybody and stay safe. Bye bye.